Good morning, YouTube. Hope everyone's really well. You join me on an actually dry, well, it's still piss wet, but actually dry, it's not raining yet, day. It's a hump day, it's Wednesday, midweek. We're all a bit bored of this weather by now, I'm assuming. So, a quick one before I show you my job this morning. You're not going to see me doing any work again, I'll just show you before and after, or during as well. I may even go get a brush hog, because I visited this probably about 4 weeks ago. Maybe 5. Gave them a price. Now I give them a price per day, so if I don't get it finished today, and I'm here all day, then if I come back, it's another day's rate, basically. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But the main topic of this video is, excuse me, how far will you travel for work? Now, obviously, the job has to be worth it, or, well, it has to pay, doesn't it? Let's face it, right? And I know a lot of people have said, right, well, I want to keep everything really tight and knit and really close together. Now, that works, and you can get that. You can get a good round doing that. But personally, I'm not that keen on it. Now, I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people because, you know, if I'm driving more than 2 or 3 minutes to the next job, it's time, it's money, and it's effort. But I always find that if you've got too many jobs really close to each other, especially on the same street, you always get out of one little old bloody lady that's like, well, you spent 50 minutes there, but you only spent 40 minutes here, or vice versa. Well, you did that for them over there, and you haven't done it for me. It's just like, but everybody's garden's different, and you just can't measure one garden to the next. My main point of this video, because I'm going off on one now, is I was asked to do quotes. Well, one was in Market Rasen. It's a good 40 minutes easy. Well, it's actually half an hour from my home. It's normally about 45 actually, Market Rasen, but the area that it was actually in wasn't Market Rasen. It was just a bit before. And another job that I did, another quote that I did was 6 quotes in Grantham, which is definitely a 45-minute to 50-minute drive from my house. And I was told when I spoke to someone I was crazy, Paul. But at the end of the day, I think up to an hour is pretty acceptable to go for a quote. Now you need to, gauge and guess what sort of job it's going to be. Now, I'm not just talking like regular garden maintenance, because you're not going to go an hour's for like 40, 50 quid a year, because by the time you travel there, travel back and actually done some work, it's not even worth it. I'm talking about actual jobs, like proper big jobs. Although saying that, the ones in Gainsborough, there was 6 properties and they're all garden maintenance. But there's 6 of them. So it's not like I was just going out for one. Excuse me. And the one in Market Rasen turned out to be a 14.5 grand quote. So in my eyes, it was worth it. Even if I don't get them, my name is still out there. And if somebody else lets them down and stuff like that, and I've given them a quote, they're like, all right, well, that guy turned up. He gave me a quote in a reasonable amount of time. His price wasn't that far off the other guys. We'll give them a go. So I just think it's sometimes worth it. I mean, I've been asked, when I first started this job and I was working for an accountant, he had 4 houses in Italy. 2 or 3 of them have been done up, and 1 or 2 of them were being in the process of being done up. And he asked me to go over there and do some landscaping. My only quibble was my tools. How the hell am I going to get my tools there? I don't fancy driving all the way to Italy. Bloody hell. I mean, it's in Tuscany, so I never even asked. I mean, he's driven over there with different things, but then that's him. You know, he lived on a shoestring and did everything as tight. Imagine you saying that. He told me that he took a big eye for Williams trailer. I think it was like a... Now, I don't know if I was including drawbar or not. It was like a 12 or 14 foot, like, car carrier type eye for Williams trailer. And he pulled it with a standard car. And then he wondered why the head gasket blown by the time he got there. Bloody overheated, and he just fucking gunned it. I didn't even check any fuel liquids or anything like that, but I'm going to show you this job, because all I want to know is how far were you willing to travel for a job? You know, I would pretty much go anywhere in the UK if the job was worth it, because, you know, all you got to look at is travel time you're going to be there, how much it's going to cost you to do the job. To stay there and stuff like that. I mean, I've got people, not all over the country that I know, but I've got people around that I could stay with, or I'd make sure the van's empty and stick an inflatable in there and sleep there for the night or something, you know. I'm not that fussed. As long as the job's worth it, we'll go. So Put down in the comments what is your time frame or minimum you'd go for, you know. See you in a minute. Alright guys, this is what I'm after today. I'm going to bring the grass down at the front. That's quite high. I'm not sure the HRH is going to handle that, to be fair. But we'll have a look. All these you know, you just want some days just think to yourself, why the fuck am I doing this? Oh god, I don't even know what's under this or anything. This is going to be some fun. Yeah, more and more I think I might just look over this and then we'll get the brush hog. I'll see how it goes. Alright guys, this is how you do I'm not going to say garden clearance, this is a knockdown. So I cleared the drive, put the grass down. It's never going to look pretty, is it? Let's face it. And this is now 12 lunchtime. I've been here since roughly 9 o'clock. I've even been to fetch I went and fetched the brush mower, the hog mower. That's it, who knew that would be like that? Mental.